Mantras have been used for thousands of years, deeply embedded in spiritual practices across cultures. These sacred sounds are believed to possess a transformative power that can lead to healing and spiritual growth. But what if I told you that these ancient chants, revered for their ability to elevate your spirit, could also be dangerous? Are mantras a tool that can both uplift and destroy your spiritual journey? In this video, we're going to explore the mysterious world of mantras. We'll dive into their origins, the power they hold, and the potential dangers they might carry for those who are not careful. The history of mantras spans across numerous cultures and spiritual practices, each with a unique understanding of the role sound plays in shaping reality. Whether it's in the mountains of the Himalayas or along the ancient banks of the Nile, humans have long recognized the profound impact that certain words and phrases can have on the mind, body, and spirit. Take ancient Egypt, for example. The Egyptians practiced what was known as hika, which refers to the concept of words of power. It was a practice that combined magic and the use of sound to shape the world around them. The Egyptians believed that the gods had imbued certain words with the ability to alter reality. By speaking these words with focused intention, they could tap into divine energy, bringing about healing, protection, or even manifestation. One famous example of this sacred power is the 7 vowels of creation. This chant was said to hold the vibrational essence of the universe itself. Legend has it that the god Tahuti used this chant to bring the cosmos into existence. Over time, it was passed down to the pharaohs and priests, who used it as a tool to connect with the divine. If you think about it, the idea of words as magic is quite powerful. If the vibrations created by our speech can influence the fabric of reality, then the words we speak every day are much more powerful than we realize. This isn't some far-off mystical concept. It's something that is right in front of us. Our words shape our world, our relationships, and our lives. The ancient Egyptians weren't the only ones to recognize the power of sound. In India, the practice of chanting mantras dates back over 3,000 years. The Vedic tradition of mantra chanting is considered one of the oldest and most sophisticated systems of sound-based spiritual practice. According to Vedic teachings, mantras are the very embodiment of divine consciousness, the primordial vibrations that spark the creation of the universe. When these mantras are chanted correctly, meaning with the right pronunciation, rhythm, and intention, the practitioner aligns themselves with the fundamental frequencies of existence. This alignment opens the door to profound spiritual experiences, such as healing, insight, and self-realization. But the power of Vedic mantras isn't just in their sound, it's also in their meaning. Each mantra carries deep symbolic and metaphysical significance, revealing the truths of Vedic philosophy and cosmology. By contemplating the meaning of these words as we chant, we don't just learn intellectual facts. We open ourselves to a transmission of wisdom that reaches deep into our very being. One of the most revered mantras in the Vedic tradition is the Gayatri Mantra, a prayer for divine light that dispels ignorance and lights the way to self-realization. As you chant the Gayatri Mantra, picture a brilliant light filling your body, clearing away all doubt and confusion, and revealing the true essence of who you are. But the impact of mantras isn't just spiritual. In recent years, modern science has started to validate what ancient traditions have known all along. Sound can deeply affect the human body and mind. Research has shown that chanting certain mantras can trigger states of relaxation, improved focus, and even altered consciousness. These rhythmic sounds don't just calm the mind. They can actually affect the chemistry of your brain, encouraging the production of feel-good hormones like serotonin and oxytocin. Studies have also suggested that mantras can help stimulate healing within the body itself. The vibrations created by chanting are believed to promote the regeneration of damaged cells and help clear toxins from the body. This isn't just a matter of mental health. It's about the physical healing of your body. As you chant, you might start to notice subtle sensations in your body, a sense of relaxation spreading through your organs, your breath becoming deeper and more centered, and your heartbeat sensing with the rhythm of the sound. These moments are powerful because, in a way, you're not just chanting words, you are becoming the mantra itself. However, just as mantras hold incredible potential for spiritual and physical transformation, they can also be misused, and in doing so, cause harm. The power of sound is a double-edged sword. If approached incorrectly, mantras can leave a person spiritually empty or confused. Chanting a mantra without understanding its deeper meaning or without the proper intention could cause a person to spiral into a state of mental imbalance or disconnect from their spiritual path. There's a warning hidden within the practice of mantra chanting. It's not just about reciting words, it's about truly embodying them. The vibration of the mantra can only work its magic when there is full alignment between your words, intentions, and actions. When this alignment is missing, the mantra may not only fail to produce its intended benefits, but could also distort your spiritual journey, leading you to confusion or even spiritual regression. This is where the danger lies. Those who are unaware of the power of sound may mistakenly think that chanting any mantra will automatically bring about positive changes. But as with any powerful tool, it's easy to misuse it, especially if you don't understand the true essence of the practice. Misusing mantras can lead to spiritual stagnation, confusion, or even unwanted outcomes. The truth is, mantras are not a quick fix. They are not a magic trick to solve all of your problems overnight. They require patience, discipline, and most importantly, awareness. If you are going to practice mantra chanting, you must approach it with respect, understanding, and care. You must be mindful of the energy you are invoking and the intentions you are setting. If done properly, the practice of chanting mantras can be one of the most transformative experiences of your life. It can open you up to deep spiritual wisdom, unlock healing within your body, and connect you with the universal energies that govern existence. But just as easily, if misused, it can throw you off course and keep you trapped in cycles of confusion and disconnection. So, if you are considering incorporating mantras into your spiritual practice, take the time to learn about them. Don't rush into chanting without understanding their origins, their meanings, and their potential effects on your life. Find a teacher or a guide who can help you navigate this powerful tool safely. Learn to listen to the vibrations, feel the shifts in your body, and pay attention to the way your mind responds to the sounds. The more conscious you are in your practice, the more you will experience the full benefits of this ancient art. In the end, mantras are not just words. They are vibrations, frequencies, and energies that have the potential to transform your entire being. Whether you are seeking spiritual growth, physical healing, or mental clarity, the power of mantras can be an incredible tool on your journey. But remember, the power of the mantra is only as strong as your intention and awareness. Use it wisely, and it can elevate you to new heights of spiritual understanding and well-being. Use it carelessly, and it might just leave you lost in the noise of the world. By learning how to properly harness the power of mantras, you can begin to shift your life in ways you never thought possible. So, take a moment to reflect on the words you speak, the intentions you set, and the vibrations you are creating in the world. Because in the end, the power to shape your reality lies in the words you choose to speak and the energy you choose to embody. Mantras are incredibly powerful tools in both physical and emotional healing. By chanting specific mantras that connect with certain parts of our body or energy centers, we can kickstart our body's natural healing processes and create balance and harmony on every level of our being. Take, for example, the mantra RAM. This mantra is linked to the solar plexus chakra, which is the center of our personal power, self-esteem, and confidence. When you chant RAM with focus and intention, you're not just repeating words. You're releasing blockages and old trauma that might be keeping you from reaching your full potential. It helps you tap into your confidence, courage, and sense of self-worth. On the other hand, there's the mantra YAM, which is associated with the heart chakra. This is the energy center of love, compassion, and emotional healing. When you chant YAM, you open yourself up to the divine love that exists all around us. It helps you grow more empathetic, forgiving, and loving towards others, but most importantly, towards yourself. You begin to see the world through a lens of unconditional love, where everything you do is guided by kindness and compassion. But the power of mantras doesn't stop at healing. They can also be powerful tools for manifestation, the art of creating the life you desire. By chanting mantras that align with our goals and intentions, we can reshape our reality and attract people, situations, and opportunities that help us move forward on our journey. One well-known mantra used for manifestation is Om Namah Shivaya. This mantra invokes the energy of Lord Shiva, the god of destruction and transformation. By chanting this mantra with a clear purpose, we can remove the obstacles standing in our way, clearing the path for us to achieve our goals. It's a powerful tool for opening up creative energy and transforming any limiting beliefs we might have. Another mantra used for manifestation is the Lakshmi mantra, Om Shri Mahalakshmi Swaha. This mantra calls upon the goddess Lakshmi, who represents abundance and prosperity. Chanting this mantra regularly helps align your energy with the frequency of wealth, success, and prosperity. It's believed to help attract the resources and opportunities we need to succeed in all areas of life, whether it's financial stability, career growth, or personal happiness. But here's the key point. The real power of mantras for manifestation isn't just in the words you chant. It's about the energy and intention behind them. When you chant a mantra, you have to do it with a clear and focused purpose. You have to believe in the power of the universe to bring your desires into being. You also have to be willing to take action. Nothing happens by just chanting alone. You have to align your thoughts, your actions, and your mindset with your goals. When you do this, mantra chanting becomes a tool for co-creating your reality, working in harmony with the divine. By aligning your will with the flow of the universe, you open the doors to abundance and grace. It's like tapping into a powerful current that carries you toward your highest potential. And trust me, when that flow of energy starts to work in your favor, the results can be nothing short of miraculous. But as powerful as mantras are, we must be careful in how we use them. Approach them with discernment and humility, or you might fall into some common traps along the way. One of the biggest pitfalls is becoming too attached to the form of the practice. In other words, focusing too much on the number of mantras you chant or the perfection of your pronunciation. When this happens, you might end up using mantras more as a way to boost your ego than as a genuine spiritual tool. It can easily turn into a competition. I've chanted more mantras than you, or a way to feel superior to others. But this is not the purpose of mantra practice. True spiritual growth requires humility. It's about letting go of any sense of superiority and recognizing that the power of mantras doesn't come from us. It comes from the divine source that flows through us. When we forget this, we risk turning a sacred practice into something ego-driven, and that can block our spiritual progress. Another danger of mantra practice is the belief that chanting alone will solve all your problems. While mantras can certainly be powerful, they're not magic. They won't make you enlightened overnight. If you're using mantras to try and fix all your problems without making any real changes in your thoughts, beliefs, or actions, then you're not really using them the right way. Real transformation requires more than just chanting. It takes self-reflection, the willingness to change, and making the effort to live with integrity. Mantras can catalyze change, but you still have to do the inner work. Without this kind of foundational effort, mantra practice can easily become a form of spiritual bypassing. That's when you avoid confronting your deeper issues or healing your wounds because you're relying too much on external practices. Mantras are a great tool, but they aren't a substitute for the hard work of inner growth. Another issue that can arise is becoming too attached to specific mantras or spiritual lineages. This can cause a kind of spiritual dogmatism, where you close yourself off to other teachings or paths that could help you expand your consciousness. Being too rigid in your approach can limit your spiritual growth. It's important to remain open to different teachings, traditions, and ways of connecting with the divine. Spiritual growth is about flexibility, not rigid boundaries. To avoid these traps, it's crucial to approach mantra practice with an open mind, curiosity, and a sense of discernment. Don't blindly follow one teacher or tradition. Learn about the different mantras, explore their meanings, and find the ones that truly resonate with you. And when you practice, do so with full awareness, letting go of any attachment to outcomes or perfection. Mantras can be incredibly powerful when used with awareness and intention. They are tools for healing, transformation, and manifestation. But remember, like any powerful tool, they should be approached with respect and care. They are not shortcuts to success, nor are they a means to boost your ego. Mantras work best when they are used as part of a holistic spiritual practice that includes self-reflection, inner work, and a deep sense of connection to the divine. By using mantras with humility and openness, you allow their true power to work through you, helping you heal, grow, and manifest the life you desire. So if you're thinking about incorporating mantras into your spiritual practice, approach them with a clear intention. Focus on the energy and meaning behind the words, and remember that the real power of mantra practice comes from within. Keep your heart open, stay grounded, and trust that the universe will meet you halfway as you walk this path of transformation. When we start practicing mantras, it's important to trust our inner guidance and intuition. We need to be willing to question things, explore different perspectives, and be open to where the path leads us. The ultimate goal of mantra practice isn't about collecting spiritual experiences or gaining special powers. It's about dissolving the sense of separation, the idea that we are a separate self that craves these things in the first place. Mantras are not just words we repeat, they are sacred sounds with the power to transform. When we chant them, we should do so with a spirit of surrender and devotion. Our practice should be an offering to the divine, allowing it to unfold in whatever way is most beneficial to our personal growth and spiritual awakening. The path of mantra is full of potential for deep healing, personal transformation, and spiritual realization. But it's also a path that requires skill and discernment. Without these, we can easily fall into traps or mistakes along the way. If we want to truly harness the power of mantras for growth and awakening, we must approach them with care and understanding. We need to integrate this practice into a broader, more complete approach to spiritual development. Mantras are just one part of the process. They need to be combined with self-awareness, ethical living, and the embodiment of divine qualities in our everyday lives. One important aspect of this integration is the practice of self-reflection and inquiry. As we chant our mantras, it's crucial to pause and observe what's happening inside us. What thoughts, emotions, and sensations are arising? And when they do, can we look at them without judgment or attachment? By paying gentle, curious attention to our inner experiences, we can begin to understand and release the old patterns, conditioning, and trauma that may be blocking our spiritual energy and growth. In addition to this self-reflection, we must also focus on living ethically and acting in the right way. As we connect to the vibrations of the mantras, we naturally begin to resonate with the qualities they represent: truth, compassion, and nonviolence. But these qualities aren't meant to just stay within us. We need to bring them into our daily lives. This means treating ourselves and others with kindness, honesty, and respect. It's about making choices that align with our deepest values and aspirations. By doing this, we aren't just healing and awakening ourselves. We are sending out waves of positive energy that affect the people around us, and ultimately the world. Mantra practice, when done with these intentions, becomes a form of sacred activism. It's using our spiritual practice not just for personal growth, but also to create positive change in the world. Whether we're chanting for peace, healing, or the awakening of all beings, we are participating in a global movement of consciousness. We're helping to shift the foundations of reality itself. As we walk this path of integration, we need to remember that the greatest mantra is the one that resides deep within us, the eternal vibration of our own divine nature. If we tune into this inner sound, it can guide our thoughts, words, and actions. By listening to this inner guidance, we can become the living embodiment of the mantras we chant. We can become radiant beacons of light in a world that desperately needs healing. The path of mantra practice is both deeply transformative and challenging. It requires us to face the shadows and limitations within ourselves as we try to attune to the divine energy that flows through all of creation. As we've discussed, mantras are not just magical words or fancy incantations. They are powerful tools for healing, manifestation, and spiritual awakening. Understanding the science behind these sacred sounds and the ancient wisdom from which they come can help us tap into their true potential. But it's important to know that the path of mantra is not always easy. There are pitfalls and challenges that we will face along the way. To truly benefit from mantra practice, we have to approach it with humility, discernment, and the willingness to do the deep inner work that will help us grow. We need to be willing to let go of our attachments and expectations. The key is to surrender ourselves to the divine will and let the mantras work through us in the way that is best for us. The ultimate goal of mantra practice is not to collect spiritual experiences or abilities. The real purpose is to dissolve the idea of a separate self, the part of us that wants to acquire these things. By chanting these sacred sounds, we offer our practice to the divine, allowing it to unfold in the way that's most beneficial for the awakening of all beings. We need to remember that the true power of mantras doesn't lie in the words themselves. It's the consciousness behind them that gives them their transformative power. By aligning our own will with the divine and living with qualities like love, compassion, and wisdom, we begin to live the mantras we chant. We become sacred vessels through which divine energy can flow and manifest in the world. Mantras can change our lives in profound ways, but we need to approach them with respect and understanding. They are not magic tricks or shortcuts to personal power. If we stay humble, open, and committed to doing the inner work, we can use mantras to heal, transform, and manifest our highest potential. By doing this, we can become living embodiments of the mantras, spreading light and healing wherever we go. Ultimately, mantra practice isn't about seeking something outside ourselves. It's about tuning into our deepest self, connecting with the divine energy that exists within, and letting that energy flow freely through us. When we do that, we become part of something much bigger than ourselves, a global shift in consciousness that has the power to transform the world. So as you continue your practice, take a moment to reflect on what these sacred sounds truly mean to you. Let them guide you, heal you, and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. And as you go through life, let the mantra within you, the true vibration of your divine nature, guide your every action and word. You'll be amazed at how much peace, love, and light it can bring into your life and into the world around you.